Zone 100 is an Anime of the Year contender, not because of its jaw dropping animation, but because of how it uses the overly dead zombie genre to tell a controversial narrative about society, one of which is the deadly work culture of Japan. Imagine working for a company where every little mistake you do can lead to your boss belittling your whole being, making you work while carrying a mountain sized stress on your shoulders as you try to crawl the time you have left in your 9 to 5 job, only to realize that you won't be going home anytime soon as the deadline for your last minute project is almost due. So you decided to clock in 2 more hours. You spend your time hunchback on your computer while ignoring your aching stomach as you drink another pain reliever, drowning it down with your energy drink. You notice that it's already past 10 and none of your coworkers have gone home. You feel the pressure. You feel the guilt. And now you decided to extend your hours for free until everyone leaves except for you. This is the deadly work culture of Japan. And Zone 100 Bucketlist of the Dead is an anime that profoundly delves into the struggles of an individual caught in the clutches of overwork and its dire consequences. Through the character of Akira, we witness a gradual erosion of his once bright spirit and enthusiasm as the relentless demands of his job and the tormenting demotivation from his boss and colleagues take their toll. The anime portrays the heart wrenching journey of Akira's transformation from a vibrant and healthy rugby player to a mere shadow of his former self, marked by weary eyes encircled with dark shadows and a body sustained on a diet of beer and instant ramen. Each scene powerfully illustrates the depths of his suffering, mirroring the plight of countless individuals grappling with exploitative employment conditions. As viewers, if you already have a job, you might have an instance where you can relate with Akira, and Zone 100 made sure to include a scene where you will utter the words, "Hey, I also did that. Screw my job." But the direction of the anime went above and beyond in making sure that we are in Akira's shoes as we feel his despair. It made certain to include scenes that will resonate with everyone. The denial on being in the wrong path. Just because people are also marching along the same path does not make it the right path. The nature of toxic competition, where people compete for unnecessary titles and paper mache accomplishments. You got the best attendance. I guess good job for you. The desire to prove your worth, a fake it till you make it ideology. You may want to prove to your parents that you are competent enough to accomplish this, or you want to prove to your friend that you are more than what you preach you are. I call this toxic goals, and it is represented well in Zone 100. Even though Zone 100 is a fictional story that made the protagonist seem more unalive than the zombies in its story, how much truth is shown in Zone 100 about the deadly work culture of Japan? According to the numbers, a staggering 2,968 lives were tragically lost in Japan just in 2022 alone, a nation grappling with a deep seated issue stemming from the very heart of its work culture, Karoshi, a haunting expression that translates to death by overwork. Beyond the evident physical strain, the unseen yet equally devastating force of mental stress lurks within the confines of the workplace, which again has been perfectly depicted by Akira in Zone 100, sacrificing his own health to work extra unpaid hours, sacrificing his much deserved worth for a menial cultural companionship, sacrificing his life for a company who will replace him in a heartbeat. Another issue about the deadly work culture of Japan is the somber specter of Karujisatsu, otherwise known as overwork suicide. In the year 2021, the heart wrenching statistics reveal that approximately 547 individuals in Japan chose to take their own lives due to the unrelenting burden imposed by their work. Equally distressing is the fact that interpersonal problems at work claimed the lives of 476 individuals during the same period, underscoring the profound impact of workplace relationships on the mental well being of employees. Fortunately, the Japanese government has taken the necessary steps to address the deadly work culture, such as implementing laws limiting working hours, promoting employee well being, and building a healthier work environment. But it's not enough to completely reshape the dark side of their work culture, especially when Buraku Kigyo or black companies exist in Japan. These companies typically prioritize profits over the well-being and rights of their workers. This is depicted in Zone 100 where Akira is being coerced to overwork for more than 80 hours, and they show the reality how black companies take advantage of their employees. Of the 8,904 companies that clock extensive overtime between April 2020 and May 2021, 2,982 workplaces broke the monthly 80-hour overtime limit. Even more concerning is the fact that 1,878 of those companies had employees working over 100 hours of overtime in a single month. It is no wonder, no matter how harrowing, why people would choose to resign from their life instead of working for these types of companies. Zone 100 dialed in on this issue, depicting Akira's multitude of moments where he wishes for disasters to happen just to escape his job, such as hoping for a missile to hit their office, disregarding his own safety while crossing the streets, and of course, having the time of his life when the zombie apocalypse finally happened. In my perspective, this is where Zone 100 masterfully enchanted everyone to be glued on the screen. It's not a typical zombie show where we see the infighting of the survivors, nor an action-packed sequence where we see machine guns drilling holes onto the walkers. Instead, we see the type of freedom that people deserve, not bound by toxic culture, imagined responsibility, or pressures of society. Zone 100 tells a story of hope that encourages you to live the life that you want, pursuing your dreams no matter how unrealistic or childish they are, replacing the toxic goals that you have in your life, instilling you the motivation to make your own bucket list.